The biggest lessons I've learned in my life are here. Through different stories and topics, I'm going to inspire and motivate you to reach your success and your dreams. I'm so grateful that you're here with me on Journey to Success. So, let's enjoy my next episode together. Did you know that 85% of people feel unhappy in their lives? They have dreams but struggle to turn them into reality. Maybe you have felt the same way. Like there is something more out there for you, but you just can't figure out how to get there. If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. And in today's episode, we will talk about why so many people feel stuck and how we can break through those barriers to finally start living the life we want. Hi, guys, my name is Fabio from Journey to Success and welcome. We all have dreams, you know. Some of us dream of building successful businesses, traveling the world, or simply living a life that makes us feel happy and fulfilled. But why is it so hard to take action and turn those dreams into reality? Why? What is the reason? For many, it's not about a lack of ideas or ambition. It's more about something deeper. Many people struggle to take that first step. That's the reality. And even if they do, they get stuck along the way. The truth is, taking action is the key to achieving anything in life. If we don't act on our dreams, they remain just that, just dreams. In today's episode, I'll discuss the most common reasons why people struggle to take action and what we can do to overcome these challenges. If you ever have, let's say, felt stuck or unsure of where to start, this episode is for you. But before going forward, please subscribe so I know this is the right direction to drive you, to lead you, to guide you towards your journey to success. Let's start. So, what's stopping us from achieving our goals? Well, there are several common barriers that hold us back. And one of them is for sure the fear, right? Fear is a huge reason why people don't take action. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of success. Even fear of success can keep us from moving forward. Sometimes the thought of failing is so overwhelming that we would rather do nothing than risk not succeeding. So, this was the first one, fear. The second is the procrastination. We have all been there, putting things off until tomorrow, next week, or even next year. Procrastination is one of the biggest enemies of progress. It's easier to delay action, right? Than to face the discomfort of starting something new or challenging. So, this was the second. The third is the lack of clarity. So many people don't take action because simply they don't know what they really want to do in their life. That's it. They have a vague idea of what success looks like, but they have no clear plan, a clear direction, or steps to get there. So without clarity, it's hard to make progress. Okay? These three barriers stop so many of us from reaching our full potential. But the good news is they can be overcome. Let's just take a closer look at each one and figure out how to move past them. So let's dive deeper into these barriers and see how they affect our lives. So, fear of failures. Fear is natural, okay? We know that. But it can be paralyzing. Imagine wanting to start a business but being too scared of what others might think if you fail. Fear of failure can make us play it safe and stick to things that feel comfortable. But staying comfortable rarely leads to growth unless you are a lucky person. The truth is, failure is part of the process. Every successful person has failed at some point in their life. The key is to learn from it and keep moving forward. Okay. The second one is procrastination and avoidance. We procrastinate for different reasons. Sometimes it's because the task feels too big or we are unsure where to begin. Other times we delay action because we are afraid of the outcome. Real life examples are everywhere. Think of students who wait until the night before an exam to study, or people who say they will start a project but they never do. Overcoming procrastination is about breaking tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. So start small and build momentum. That's it. Number three is lack of clarity and vision. It's hard to move forward, we know that, especially when you don't know where you are going, when you don't have a clear direction. So some people have big dreams but don't know how to turn those dreams into a plan. It's like driving without a map. You are not sure which direction to go, so you end up going nowhere. Getting clear on what you want and setting specific goals is the first step to taking action. Without clarity, we stay stuck in the same place, hoping for something better, but never making a move. So, by understanding these barriers, fear, procrastination, the lack of clarity, we can start to overcome them. But how? How do we shift our mindset and break through these challenges? Let's see. Here we have more keys, especially one key that's absolutely important in this content. It all comes down to changing your mindset, okay? So instead of letting fear, procrastination, and confusion stop you, try shifting your focus. So the strategy I recommend is called act now, think later. I know it's a little bit, uh, let's say, simple phrase, but hey, it's the simplest thing that sometimes catch our mind. But what does this mean? I mean, it means that action creates clarity. Instead of waiting until everything feels perfect or until you have no fear, you start with the now. So even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect, even if it's not that good yet, when you take action, you learn what works and what doesn't. So you build confidence, and your next steps become clearer. Here is a real life example. So imagine someone who wants to write a book, okay, but keeps putting it off because they don't feel ready. Instead of waiting for the perfect time, they could start by writing just one page a day. Over time, that one page becomes a chapter, and eventually the book is written. Action leads to progress, and progress builds momentum. The mindset shift in this case is about letting go of perfection and embracing progress. It's about doing something, no matter how small, and letting that action guide you. This approach helps you overcome fear because you are not focused on the big, scary outcome. Instead, you are taking small steps towards your goal. And before you know it, you made real progress. So, just to summarize, taking action is the most important step toward achieving your dreams. We all face barriers like fear, procrastination, and the lack of clarity. But by shifting our mindset and adopting an act now, think later approach, we can move past these challenges. So, action creates clarity, builds momentum, and leads to personal fulfillment and success. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about making progress, learning as you go. Now, I would love to hear from you guys. What are the biggest barriers you face in going after your dreams? Share your thoughts in the comment below. And if today's episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need this message. Your support helps me reach more people. And while I would love for you to subscribe, of course, it's important. But what matters even more for me is that you take action on your goals today and share the episode to the people around you. Thank you for joining me on Journey to Success, and see you in the next chapter. Cheers. Wow, can you believe it? Here we are at the end of the episode. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sticking around, guys. If you enjoyed what you heard, I would really appreciate if you could take a moment to share this episode with someone who could benefit from it. Thanks again for tuning in, and I can't wait to catch you in the next episode. Cheers.